First and 10 at their own 20-yard line. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And some room to work. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will take over here just shy of the 30. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, a 22. Now on first and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
On second and goal, Prescott eluding the pressure right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have struck first in this NFC title game. So a very good start, but don't go get those Super Bowl T-shirts left. Still the early going here.
I wonder if they're even printing them at this stage of the game, right? Do you wait a little longer before you say which one you're going to do? Good advice, Brandon. Make sure you know there's a lot of game left, but a good start.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Mike, 45. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check, 45.
Off play action, Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Micah Parsons. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
One play action. Fields rolling to his right. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked in and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. He'll return it from the 6. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Going for the deep ball. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play here for Dallas. And even 70 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a give here to Pollard. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time, and that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his tip.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On 2nd and 11 now, Fields.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he takes this beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd and very short, Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup finding room at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Here's Prescott.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard, and he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To the air again, Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
On first down, Fields.
Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Fields.
And he finds Montgomery complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
45.
On first down, it's Fields. Locates Mooney on the out route.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd and 10, Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Here's Fields.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Fields on 1st down.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Michael Brockers coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll run left with Pollard.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Being chased out left. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Byron Pringle, 32 yards. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is down to 28-10. Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. On the return is Pettis. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Jackrabbit Jenkins.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, yeah.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now a 1st down throw. Fields
sliding out of the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
51 to Mike, boys, 51.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Fields
flush to his right. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Micah Parsons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long. It's Fields.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
4th down. Fields has to have this one.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now Prescott. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Prescott.
Tony Pollard from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. Got an open man, it's Pringle. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Fields now to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's got it at the 15. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. Back to throw, Fields. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
A big play here for Dallas. Give him 55 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Going to run again here with Pollard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Robert Quinn able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Off the play fake, Prescott eluding the pressure right. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory, moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.